The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
In your face.
Under 10. Under 10.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Throwing on 2nd down, Dobbs. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. On 3rd down, Dobbs. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Hey, 626. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Go.
To throw is Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez Scantling. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's got his man. That's Landry. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On second down, Williams. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now it's Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On first down, Rodgers. And he's got the hook up to Landry. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score. Packers 7, Vikings nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Max 50, Max 50, Max 50. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
Here's Dodge to throw, and that is incomplete here. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Dobbs to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Hey, 26.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Back at the 16 now after the sack. Here's 3rd and goal. On play action. Now Rodgers. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw Dobbs. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the toss, here's Williams. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mike 42, Mike 42.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Switch, switch. Right. Jumping.
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Throwing on second and long. Rodgers. And he will find his man on the outside. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On 2nd down, this is Madison. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dobbs. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is taken at the 18. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A throw over the middle, taken in, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. They'll run on first down. Williams. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Inside. Check back. Kick the edge. Kick the edge. Come. We are going. Check three. Check three. Get down.
Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 11-yard line.
Tighten up.
They run it again with Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Operating from the gun, Dobbs. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Let's get it.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They run. It's Williams. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
319. Check 55 to Mike. Back one.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Kelly, don't let Kelly. Look at United. Check three. Check three.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Jamal Williams. And it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And his kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more kick. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison, 78 yards. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
At the 29-yard line.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. On play action, it's Rodgers. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the gun, Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 43. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's kept the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
First down.
No, 158. Eat. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Check 43. Shift. 158.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. That's caught by his tight end, Isaac Nauta. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check 24. Check 24. Roll back. Watch the ship.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams There to make the grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Check 31, check 31, check 52.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 21-yard line.
Down, 46 yard, 42. Hop up.
Again, it's Williams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Let's go now. Match box. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
On 1st down, Downs to throw. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Rodgers from the gun, he'll throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
26.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down, it's Williams. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check them all. West. Go. Twist. Go.
From the 35 on second down, Dobbs. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
On first down, it's Williams. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the curls. Watch the sit-up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Williams. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On second down now, it's Williams. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Dobbs dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
319. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Deuce. Yeah, Liz. Right there. 319.
They'll run on first down. Williams. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Williams. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. You say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Packers, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, y'all.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace, Posse, Dave went.
Still here, still in your ear with a stop so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred.
Meaning credentials.
Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls.
And the instrumental.
Are you ready?
Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a close
fool?
encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
Simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years so you can say we got.
Dream turn.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We installed doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert.
Upheaval the crown.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as